Welcome out to another one of our Athlete of the Week interviews. Time to talk with Kiara Kershaw from the women's soccer team here at LCCC. And soccer season coming to a close. You guys ended up accomplishing one of the goals, making the national championships again. And Kiara, national tournament obviously didn't go the way the team wanted it to, but what was the experience like and what was the overall feel of the tournament?
It was pretty sweet, I guess. Going back to the national tournament is always something you want to do, so being able to get there again is an achievement itself. Being one of the top 12 teams to go there and play each other is just amazing. I mean, we played really hard teams, and they were pretty legit, so I'm not holding my head, or I'm like gonna hold it high and all that, because at the end of the day, I played the number one ranked team who went back to back, and I let in 6 goals, but I put up 19 saves against them, so I can say I did something. But playing Hill, we knew it was going to be a tough game, but I feel like we came out better that game, so 4-0 wasn't too bad, considering that we had more chances on goal that game. But just being at the national tournament is just surreal, being able to play a bunch of players that I guess are considered as good or better than you, and being able to compete with them is probably the best feeling that you can have going to that tournament.
Beyond that, you are part of a special group that made 2 national tournaments in 2 years, and that's something, when you start looking at the teams that are always over there, the Iowa Westerns, the Hill Colleges, the you name it, the Tyler Colleges, it's not something crazy, but when you talk about schools that go in as that kind of bottom 4 seeds, how special is that? How have you had a chance to reflect on the fact that you did something that not a lot of people can say they did?
I mean, I guess it's like, I don't know, it's still like a surreal feeling being able to say that I went twice, and that's more than all the teams in this nation can say, because I think there's like 100+ teams, and only 12 get to go to this tournament. So being able to say that I was one of them and I went twice, and it's just amazing. Honestly, it's just a big blessing being able to say that I went twice, and the teammates that I had to get there, the coaches I had to get there are all a part of the process of why we got there. So I guess it just allowed us to experience something that, not many people get to experience. So it's definitely like surreal still.
You mentioned the fact that you made 19 saves against Iowa Western, another 14 saves against Hill College, 34 there at the national tournament. You have over 250 in your career. Blew that record out of the water. I think you have 31 to separate you from number 2 in terms of career saves here. Also passed the career minutes in goal. Of those 2 records, which one means the most to you? Because there's different kind of, I feel like, weight that comes from each of those records.
Career minutes, honestly, just feels amazing, considering that these coaches trusted me to put me in the goal every game, and that even when I did make mistakes, that they would still put me in their next game, considering that I was playing good enough to still get those minutes. So being able to beat the minutes is amazing, because nowadays most goalkeepers are splitting time between each other, and sometimes you're only playing a half, or you're only playing this game and the other one's playing the other game. So having the coaches look at me and say, no, you're playing these games and playing all through the season is just amazing, and being able to have that record just makes me feel good that they trusted me enough to put me in there every day and trusted me to do my job. So saves, I don't know. Saves is different. So I guess saves is sweet, saying that I made that many saves in my career. I don't remember the number, but being able to say that I did that is just mind-blowing to me, that I put up that many saves between 2 seasons, and holding shutouts and having wins just on top of those saves just makes me realize how all the hard work I had done in my career has pushed me to get records that most people couldn't even obtain even when they were doing it. So being able to say that I did it just shows all the hard work and the coaching that I got to be able to do that. So
8 clean sheets in your sophomore year too, and all of those clean sheets came from you this year for the women's team. Over 10 in your career at this point in time. You have a combined clean sheet as well as a couple others from last year. How does that translate to the work that you put in when you see the improvement in that particular stat from last year?
It also comes down to my teammates. My teammates definitely, played really good this year. My defense played really good. My midfield played good. Everybody played good defense when they needed to. So being able to give them the credit that they need to say that they helped me achieve this is something I would like to do, because they did help me achieve my shutouts and my saves. without them, I don't think I would have had the season I had. I mean, all the hard work I've done, all the training I did with Kay throughout the summers and the winters really helped put me to that, and the training to get back from the injury I had in the spring to come back and play the season I had just really comes down to the coaching staff and helping me, and Sarah, rehabbing with me all summer. So, but honestly, I want to just thank everybody else because they really helped me have a good season. So.
Well, rounds out your athletic career in soccer, at least. Esports is still going. We'll talk about that another time. But when you look back on it, what are some of the things that you want to pass on from what you learned in your playing career, going back to Pee Wees all the way through to the collegiate side of things? Where would you like to give back to the sport? Is that something that you've thought about yet?
I have. So the high school I went to, Cheyenne East, they already asked me to come help train their goalies in the spring. So that's what I'll be doing to give back already. I guess I'm not really stepping away from soccer, but getting right back into a different type of soccer. So I'm pretty excited to help the next, I guess, generation and the next people coming up to play soccer, give them the opportunity to show them, how to, be a good goalkeeper and what to do to play on to the next level is something I'm really excited to be able to show them. And obviously I'm, one of them I played on, so being able to, be an example is really exciting. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited to do all that.
And not just the athletic side, but you're moving on career-wise as you want to continue on that path. Talk a little bit about what you're doing in the academic side of things and where you hope to go with that part of your career.
I recently just got into the nursing program, so I'll be starting that in the spring, so January 16th. So I'm starting school right away. But I'll be here for 2 years while in tandem taking classes at UW so I can get my BSN. So in 2 years' time, I should have basically my associates in nursing, but also my BSN, and then I could be able to, be a nurse. But that's my goal right now, is to get through nursing school and all those classes, but that's what's happening academically.
Well, Kiara, we're looking forward to seeing what you do in the nursing side of things, and we'll look forward to seeing as well what you do on the esports side of things, which I think you're planning on keeping that up through the 4 years. So we'll see you over there on the Rainbow Six team. You guys actually have postseason play coming up on Friday as well, so good luck to you in that.
Thank you.
And we'll look forward to seeing more Athlete of the Week stuff coming from you on the esports side. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Perfect. Clumsy on the outro.